This is a speech on why college athletes should get paid. College athletes are raising the income of major Division I universities in the United States. For quite some time now, there has been a debate whether athletes should get paid or not. Some argue that student athletes should not get paid because their education is paid through their scholarship. While this is true, the scholarship does not cover the expenses such as rent, groceries, and other living costs. These additional expenses add up because being a college athlete is a full-time job. Between training and academics, Division I players spend most of the hours working academically and athletically, and just do not have the extra hours in the day to work. An athlete also cannot have a job during the season. Division I players spend most time working and training to represent their universities, so they should get paid for it. Due to sporting seasons being so long, it's impossible for players to have an outside job. Once an athlete signs a national letter of intent, they are now in the hands of coaches at the university of their choice. Different from athletes, normal college students only spend a couple hours in class and have the summers off. This allows them to have the opportunity to work and bring in additional money. Athletes, on the other hand, have to report to school in the summer, take summer classes, and practice. They do not have a summer break. Reporter Sean Gregory states, universities should give student athletes at least the right to secure sponsorships, star in a commercial, or yes, offer their signatures for money. This is a fair way of allowing student athletes to bring in their own money. While some athletes would have more opportunities than others, universities and NCAA could place rules on the number of commercials and autographs an athlete could attend or sell. One example is athletes' jerseys are sold on the daily to kids and adults who love them. It is very unfair that the player's jersey can be sold and get no income from it. Todd Gurley, who is a highly worshipped football player at Georgia, sold his autographed jersey to a fan and got in trouble for it by NCAA. He had to return the money and also received a punishment from the NCAA for his actions. Paying athletes and allowing them to make money in these opportunities, more fans can be satisfied, as well as athletes and universities. The most important reason for going to college is to graduate with a degree. Paying athletes would encourage them to stay in school longer and complete their degree instead of trying to go professional immediately. It is often seen, especially in basketball, college athletes will enter the draft after just 1 year of college. Many college athletes come from families with low income and need to make money to provide for them. Athletes tend to make their sport their number one priority since it's paying for their education, but the sport will end one day and need to get a degree to fall back on. If universities and NCAA allow the wages and salaries, they will see success in their athletes' schooling. This will limit the thoughts of entering the draft early and them not caring about their school overall because they're going to go professional after a year. The NCAA likes to pride themselves on their students being students first and athletes second. Without paying student athletes, universities leave athletes with another option to withdraw from college and proceed to go professional route to make the income. If athletes were to be paid, their view on going professional immediately could shift. Getting a degree and then trying to go pro after may strike an athlete as important instead of going after their freshman year. The NCAA brings in millions and millions of dollars, all with the help of athletes participating in their sport. According to the NCAA website, in 2011 and 2012, the most recent year for which audited numbers are available, NCAA revenue was $871.6 million, most from which came from the rights agreement with the Turner CBS Sports. Turner and CBS Sports both broadcast Division I games, which is the reason for the income. The student athletes should make an income for their work because they are the sole reason athletic departments bring in income. It is amazing what the results of a good team can do to a college. Star basketball and football players produce millions for their schools and ticket sales, so why not repay them, is what Johnson said. The NCAA created laws to prevent student athletes from receiving money from supporters and outside sources away from the university. It is easy for an athlete to accept money that people offer, but they don't want their school, their program, and everyone else to be frowned upon. And if they are caught, they will face consequences, such as losing their eligibility. If a student athletes were paid, universities would not have to worry about their athletes sneaking in money under the table. It would eliminate violations if rules created by the NCAA. It takes a certain person and mindset to play a college sport. It is nowhere easy to balance both academics and athletics. On top of the free education, an athlete needs some money for their personal needs and family needs. Athletes should be rewarded for all their sacrifices and dedication put into the universities. Paying athletes would create a positive outlook on both the universities and the players. And my sources were Gregory Sean, It's Time to Pay College Athletes, Johnson Bruce, Pay College Student Athletes, and then Joe Norca, A Way to Start Paying College Athletes.